I'm the host of Discover the Oak Ridges Moraine video series, Susan Lloyd Swale. This video series is a journey in learning about the Oak Ridges Moraine through visual exploration and interviews with experts. The Oak Ridges Moraine, known as Ontario's rain barrel, is a major source of groundwater for the Greater Toronto Area and the lifeblood of Ontario's Greenbelt. But as you'll see in these videos, it is so much more. Welcome to episode 2. What is the moraine and why is it important? Find out from outdoor educator Carmella Marshall as she shares her knowledge and enthusiasm for the moraine in Glen Major Forest. We're here today on the height of the moraine near Uxbridge with Carmella Marshall. Carmella's been teaching outdoor education with Hillside Outdoor Education School for the last 20 years. It's part of the Toronto District School Board. For Carmella, it's essential to ensure that finding joy on the land and sharing it with one another are woven into all aspects of the school day. So thank you, Carmella, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And as an educator, how do you explain the value of the Oak Ridges Moraine to your students?
Well, as an educator, I'm always looking for ways to ensure my students can make personal connections to their learning, so it's meaningful to them. And although I know a fair bit about the moraine and I could give them a bunch of facts about it, like how it provides drinking water to hundreds of thousands of people, and how its dense forests clean the air, and how it supports incredible biodiversity with its plant and animal life, and how the recreational opportunities there are endless, although I could say all that, my students wouldn't actually see or understand how they fit in, and so it wouldn't really mean much to them. So I need to help them see how they fit in and how they are connected. And one big way that my visiting City of Toronto students are connected to the moraine is through the water. In our investigations of watersheds, particularly with my visiting intermediate students, we discover that the moraine is a major contributor to watershed health. We learn how the moraine holds and filters rainwater and snowmelt and slowly releases cool, clean water to the many rivers and streams that originate there. And the moraine helps to ensure that these rivers and streams have a constant and steady flow of water. And it's in these rivers and streams and the valleys that surround them where we learn and play and explore with our visiting students. Many times we are fortunate enough to come across various animals during our adventures alongside these waterways, and that's always exciting for the students. And we discover that animals are present here because of their connection to the water. And so the students begin to realize that what is happening way upstream, where the moraine is constantly replenishing the water in these rivers and stream systems, they see how that is benefiting us downstream during our explorations and discoveries. Sometimes we have the opportunity to travel to the mouth of these river systems where we discover Lake Ontario. The students can see the direct connection the moraine has to them there, and this is where our students' drinking water comes from. It is also where some of them fish and play and walk with their families and their friends, so the value of the moraine starts to become clearer as students realize the moraine's role in supporting these water systems and keeping them healthy.
It really does connect us all, doesn't it?
Most definitely.
How does the moraine protect nature and clean water resources for people throughout the GTA?
So the moraine is a unique geological landform that was formed thousands of years ago by advancing and retreating glaciers that covered most of North America. Layers of sand and gravel and silt were left behind when these glaciers receded, and in some spots the depth of the sand and gravel is hundreds of meters thick. Well, when water falls on the moraine, most of it gets absorbed, kind of like a sponge. The water percolates through all that sand and gravel and gets filtered and then released as cool, clean water. About 250,000 people who live on the moraine get their drinking water directly from these underground stores of water, and we call those aquifers. These aquifers also release water to approximately 65 streams and rivers that originate and flow from the moraine down to other large bodies of water like Lake Simcoe to the north, for example, and Lake Ontario to the south. So even if you don't live on the moraine, a major way you are connected to it is through your drinking water. The water that comes out of our taps, which for many comes from Lake Ontario. Major river systems like the Humber, the Don, the Rouge, that's where I teach, the Duffins and Lynn Creeks, they all originate on the moraine, and the moraine helps to ensure they have a constant and steady flow all the way down to the lake. The recreational opportunities the moraine provides also connects many people to it. Now, I'm fortunate in that I happen to live on the moraine. However, it happens to be very close geographically to millions of people. In the area where I live in Uxbridge, thousands of people come here from across the GTA to connect with the land in many ways. Because of the rolling hills and incredible scenic landscape here, including large tracts of beautiful mixed woodlands, people come from all over to hike and to run. The mountain bike trails here are spectacular. There are downhill ski resorts here and lots of places to cross-country ski. People snowshoe, they ride horses on the endless trails that exist here. People come here to investigate and discover and find joy in the abundance and diversity of plant and animal life here as well. The biodiversity found in the natural landscapes of the moraine has ecological benefits as well. A variety of pollinators, for example, are supported by the diverse habitats found on the moraine. That benefits the many local farms on the moraine and beyond it, the farms where we pick apples and strawberries and where livestock animals graze. So the moraine helps to feed us as well, which is another great way we are connected to it.
So that's wonderful. So it's connected to our food, our drinking water, our recreation, our quality of life. Those are many connections that make our lives here in Southern Ontario so much better.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us out in the field today. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back and hear us again. Lots of episodes for you to choose and learn about the Oak Ridges Moraine.